G'day. Just like to talk to you about Hereos. Angry Aussie has told us not to have heroes, but I disagree with him because he uses too much of a perfectionist definition of hero. In my Webster New English Dictionary 2000 edition, so I know it's a little bit old, but it still applies. A hero is a person of exceptional bravery, a person admired for their superior qualities and achievements, the central male character in a novel, play, etc. Well, I think we can discount that last meaning of what he was thinking of hero, but I think he goes too much on the first meaning. It's not perfect. None of those meanings look for perfection, and I'm going to go to the one that says a person admired for superior qualities and achievements. Angry Aussie, you do have a few superior qualities and achievements, and I still consider that you take those heroes, that hero definition with you. Fred Hollows, he said, shouldn't be considered a hero because he was a homophobe, but it's interesting to note that at the time he wouldn't have been criticised for being a homophobe. He would have been criticised for being a member of the Communist Party. How times change. I've made a t-shirt, and a lot of you might know that yes, I like making my own t-shirts, and it was for my birthday. Happy birthday to me, 51, on last Saturday. I've made a t-shirt similar to the Fat Red t-shirt with some pictures of who I consider my heroes. There's Ashley. Well, I don't have to say much about people who knew Ashley and how he passed away. He was an inspiration to me and a hero to me. Damien, his brother, and now my only son. He's done a lot and gone through a lot with him, his brother. Emily Davison. Emily was a suffragette who threw herself in front of a horse during a big race, became famous. But every woman who enjoys the vote and enjoys their freedom should be grateful for that woman and women like her. Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, who I share a birthday with, but that's irrelevant. He's also, and all the Indian people from India know how much of a hero he is. There's the tank man who for quite a few, a minute or two, stopped stopped a whole lot of tanks going towards Tiananmen Square during that horrible massacre. What a hero. Archie Roach, famous singer. He's an Aboriginal with a stolen generation. But instead of being bitter, instead of doing anything, he educated us white people into the error of our ways. There's my wife, Kerry. Anyone who married me and put up with me has got to be a hero in my eyes. There's Lois O'Donoghue, another hero. Another stolen generation woman. But to my benefit and to her benefit, she defended refugees when they were being locked up indiscriminately in Australia. Nelson Mandela, do I have to say anything about Nelson Mandela? But how long was he in jail for the freedom of his people? There's Edward Weary Dunlop. Well, Edward has been mentioned by Angry Australian before, but I still think he was a hero. There's William Wilberforce. William Wilberforce tirelessly during the late 19th century, late 19th century, late 18th century, early 19th century, worked to ban the slave trade throughout Britain and her empire. Anyone that wants to see a great movie, go and see Amazing Grace. Terry Hicks, while his country was ridiculing him, he was absolutely 100% in the welfare of his son, who got caught up as a Taliban fighter and spent a lot of time being tortured and being unfairly tried. But he never lost focus on freeing his son. Aung San Suu Kyi in Burma, she still struggles to free that country. Irene Khan, the current leader of Amnesty International, my favourite organisation. Peter Benison, he's the founder of Amnesty International. Marion Thompson. Now Marion, you're just a simple now grandmother, great-grandmother I think, but she works tirelessly as well. And she's the one that Nelson Mandela called a hero, just being an ordinary person working for the freedom of others. There's my mother, Irene Miller. In 1971 she was jailed for for trespass in the Department of Labour and National Service. She was focused on getting rid of conscription during the Vietnam War. Now, on the other side are their names, and this is a t-shirt that I'll proudly go and say, here are some of my heroes. Not all of them, just some of them. And I think everyone needs heroes, not just role models. I can't have Emily Davison as a role model. What she did was rather silly, jumping in front of a horse. But it was one of bravery, and just what that meaning says. Okay, thank you.